Hello and welcome to Access You TV. My name is Michelle Edhouse, and today I would like to ask you, are you still doing things the way you've always done them? I just realized that I was about to do something again. Just as I always do it. I always move things that way. I'd always do. Check out my painted hands. I've been painting. Haha, yay. I always make sure that that's into that column and that's into that. And I was like, hold on a second. Am I just doing this because that's the way I always do it? Or am I actually doing this from a conscious space of being willing to be aware if there is something else possible? Now, how often do you get into a pattern or a program that keeps you from seeing what else is possible? Now, what else is possible is a question that we teach in Access Consciousness. Why do we teach it? Because it is one of those questions that there are so many answers to anything that you may ask it for that you can't just get a single answer. It opens up those doors that, imagine yourself walking down a corridor. There's no doors, no windows. It's just this long corridor. And you ask, what else is possible? And all of a sudden, hundreds of doors appear in the hallway. And all of a sudden, instead of just having this one tunnel that you have to walk along for hours and hours and hours, never knowing if you're going to reach the end, you can see all the other possibilities. So when I noticed myself just doing the same thing again, I asked, what else is possible? And I realized that what I was about to do, it's one way of doing it, and it's not the wrong way to do it, but it's definitely not the only way to do it. And there's so many other possibilities, so many other things I could have been doing in that 10 seconds, so many other ways to do what I was doing. And I had just been trudging along doing what I do. So where are you trudging along doing what you do? Because that's the way you do it. And not asking questions, because no one else in your world asks questions. If you were to ask a question in any 10 seconds, what else is possible? How's it get any better than this? Questions like that, then you start to see the other possibilities. You start to receive the awareness of what else is going on in the world. It may just be that you're in the middle of doing something and you ask, what else is possible? And suddenly you get the awareness to get the washing in. You were so tunnel visioned that you hadn't noticed the dark clouds come over, you hadn't noticed the cold start to set in, but by asking what else is possible, you stop working, go get the washing in, come back and carry on. So what are you unwilling to change that, if you were willing to change it, would create a totally different reality? What have you been fixed about that keeps you from knowing what else is possible? And when you ask that question of what else is possible, it may be to do with what you're doing. I just gave the example of something completely different showing up in your awareness, but it also may be to do with what you're actually doing. You may get the awareness that actually, if I did that on a spreadsheet instead of doing it on my calculator, then I'd be able to go back and check that I got all the numbers in correctly and da-da-da-da-da. Or it may be that if you were willing to employ someone else to do that, then you could be getting on creating, generating, instituting whatever else you can be creating and generating while they're doing their little piece, typing all those numbers into the spreadsheet or whatever it is. So what else is possible if you were to ask a question in any 10 seconds? What would be created if you didn't do everything just because that's how you do it? What if you were willing to step out of what this reality says is the expected method and start actually creating a life that is full of choice, a life that is full of possibilities. And how much more fun would you have? How much more creative would you be if you were choosing in any 10 seconds to function as what else is possible? So have fun with that, play with the tool. Let me know in the comments about anything that shows up, any awarenesses that you get. I'd love to hear from you. And join me for another video by subscribing so you get notifications, or joining my daily question email. You can find that at accessu.co.nz/#question. And just fill in the form, you'll get popped on the mailing list, and I send out a new question every day. And any day that I have created a vlog, that'll be in that email too. So join me again sometime. And what else is possible if you are using the tools of consciousness to create a different reality? Have fun, and I'll see you later.